Returning once again to the scene of so much pain and joy, I crept out of the house and over to Genasi's bridge. Although I had missed her so frequently, and logically she shouldn't have been there, I knew I'd find her here tonight. So you're here again, huh?
Oh, hello, Hideaki-kun.
Genasi turned to face me, wearing a smile without a hint of sadness. Despite our recent encounters all ending badly, Genasi seemed as overjoyed and kind as ever. She greeted me without hesitation, smiled happily, and acted like her old self. But something was amiss. Though she wore a smile, Genasi's pale skin looks even lighter than usual. In fact, it looked downright transparent. Like a glass window, I could see right through her head, as though she wasn't even there. And at that moment, I knew what was wrong. Genasi's time is finally up. Her visage faded in and out, lacking the detail she once possessed. Her body pulsed, I could see her energy waning, each time fearing it might be the last. I wonder if it hurts. Residing in this world of the living as a ghost with no flesh and blood body to keep you anchored to reality, it must be painful. And yet, every moment until this point, she struggled against her very nature, just so she could spend time with me. She did it for me, and that's unforgivable.
Hideaki-kun?
Genasi blinked, visibly surprised by what she heard. Of all the things I could have said to her, that had to be one of the most unexpected. To the ethereally beautiful Chinata Misaki, who was dying for the second time, I didn't show compassion, but rather annoyance. What is it, Hideaki-kun? You look sad. Of course I'm sad. How could I not be sad given what happened? I forgot all about you. You might have forgotten me, but it was not deliberate. That doesn't matter. I forgot you. You sacrificed so much for me, and I was a horrible friend. You could hardly call me a friend at all, and yet you gave up your life for me. You gave up your life and then your afterlife too. I don't deserve it. I can't stand it. You didn't need to sacrifice so much for me. You shouldn't have. You shouldn't have died. I didn't want you to die. It took me a few moments before I realized I was crying.
Hideaki-kun?
Genasi approached me with faltering steps, like a newborn deer. It seems even walking is a chore for her now, as though the impact of her feet pressing against the ground will cause even more of her body to fragment. Even now, she's trying so hard. She's trying so hard for me. Why?
Why what?
Why did you wait here for me? I don't understand. Choked on my tears, barely able to speak coherently. Genasi surveyed me, frowned, then tilted her head to one side as though she was thinking deeply.
I don't entirely understand it either. Becoming a ghost wasn't a conscious decision that I made, it just kind of happened. One moment I was drowning and the next, I'm not sure. I remember praying as I went under, I hope Hideaki-kun is okay. I wanted to make sure he's okay. That was when I saw a light. It was soft and warm, even though the river was horribly cold, and I went towards it. Then when I opened my eyes, I was sitting by the riverbank, and you were lying there. Your eyes were closed, your body was cold, and yet I was the one who was dead.
I remember that. I saw you leaning over me. You told me it would be better if I forgot everything.
That's right, I did. I thought you'd be happier that way, but even though I wanted what was best for you, I was selfish. I couldn't stand being forgotten, and that's why I couldn't pass on, because contrary to what I said, I wanted you to remember me. I didn't want to upset you, so I tried to keep my distance, but at the same time, I couldn't stop thinking about you. I mean, I did die because of you, Hideaki-kun. It wasn't as though I was hoping for some kind of reward, but maybe I didn't want you to recognize how hard I worked.
Genasi smiled teasingly, careful not to sound serious as she laid blame for her death.
So do you understand now? I'm not a good person. I wasn't waiting for your sake, it was for mine. It was because, deep down inside, I really did want to be acknowledged. I wanted my death to mean something, and wanted to see you one last time. Though we only knew each other for a short while, I really did like you, Hideaki-kun.
Janatsu's form continued to grow fainter and fainter. I could still see a smile, but even that was fading.
But now that I've finally gotten to see you again, I must say goodbye.
Goodbye?
That's right, you finally remembered me, so now I have no other reason to remain behind.
Faint though it may be, Janatsu's smile looked both soft and peaceful.
Thank you, Hideaki-kun. I really am glad that I was able to see you again. I was so overjoyed when I saw you first, and yet I was also scared. I was scared that my existence would just unsettle you. That's why I tried to keep my distance. And yet, even after I ran away, you tried to find me. And I'm glad you did, because now I can finally rest in peace.
Janatsu sounded so calm, but I can't accept this. It doesn't seem fair. Why should she look at me so tenderly, resigned to death, when this was all because of my foolish actions? Why doesn't she resent me? If I were Janatsu, I know I would. But I don't want you to go.
Hideaki-kun?
You might be at peace, but I don't know what to do anymore. How can I keep on going knowing that a good person, a kind, gentle, caring girl died on my behalf? You're going to disappear and I'm going to stay behind, and it just isn't fair.
You're right, it isn't fair. But life really is. I've had enough time to realize that.
Janatsu.
Don't worry, don't cry for me either.
Janatsu took another trembling step towards me, almost stumbling as she did. She really put one hand to my face, trying to wipe away my tears. But her hand passed straight through me. Janatsu.
I've saved you because I wanted to. I did it because I liked you. So don't worry, I don't resent you.
Janatsu looks so fragile. So small, so fragile, standing there on the bridge. The moonlight was so bright that it seemed to consume her, wiping the very last trace of Janatsu Misaki clean from the earth. Even so, she remained firm, not budging an inch. Janatsu has always been a strong-willed person, despite her quiet nature. And I know that better than anyone. Janatsu doesn't give up, she isn't a quitter. That's why she was able to hang on, even when the breath was tricked from her body and her heart stopped beating. She's strong, far stronger than I am. Even now, as she's about to die yet again, I'm the one crying, not her. I must look so stupid.
I don't think you look stupid. In fact, I'm flattered that you care for me so deeply, Hideaki-kun.
I'd make a pretty bad lead in a romance drum, wouldn't I? Weeping like that.
Maybe not. Women like sensitive men. Or at least I do.
Janatsu? I felt my cheeks burn in response to her words. I looked away, trying to hide my embarrassment.
You know, I think I might have had something of a crush on you when I was little, Hideaki-kun. You were my first love.
I remained silent, unsure of what to say. In any other situation, I would be ecstatic to hear those words. But right here, right now, they sound like the last confession of someone who has accepted their fate. If this really is our final goodbye, then I should be honest with that too. I don't want to end this strange, fantastical night with any regrets. I think I had a crush on you too, Janatsu. Maybe I still do, just a little bit.
You do?
That's right, I think you're beautiful, and more than that, you're strong and brave, and you never give up. I admire you, Janatsu. I've done so from the moment I met you. When I was a kid I looked up to you, and I remembered that feeling years later, despite my failure to remember you. I really do love you, Janatsu, and I always will.
Hideaki-kun,
Janatsu's voice wavered, not because of her fading existence, but because of the overpowering emotion flowing through her.
I love you too. I felt that way since the moment we first met.
I tried to take Natsu in my arms, but of course that proved impossible. Without a physical body to grab, my arms went right through her. That must be why she wouldn't let me hold her hand. She knew this would happen, and she knew how upset I would react. I would have been terrified back then. But not anymore. Not even though I can't touch her. Even though I can't hold her. Even though no matter what form they take, the dead are dead. And they cannot ever truly reunite with the living. This feels right. It has to be right. Because I love her. I lowered my head and Shinatsu raised her hands to meet mine. I wanted to hold her hand, I wanted to stroke her hair, I wanted to kiss her lips. But it's too late for that now. This is all I can do. Aww. Aww. Come on. I brought my lips to meet the ghostly impression of Shinatsu's. I couldn't feel anything other than a slight touch of cold air. The motion was so chaste it could not even be called a kiss. Even fourth graders would be more daring. But to me it was precious nevertheless. This is my precious final moment with Shinatsu Masaki. The fish on go stirred my heart and consequently lost the use of her own. I closed my eyes, vividly imagining that I really was holding Shinatsu in my arms, feeling her lips against mine. Shinatsu, I finally opened my eyes. I was all alone. Interesting. We finished it. That was a very nice ending. I called it from about the middle, and the ending felt a little bit sudden, but that's just because there was like no fade out; it just went straight to the credits. It would be nice to see what Hideaki was gonna do after Shinatsu faded away, but we can imagine. Like, he just goes on with his life. I don't know what else to say, really. It was a nice... It was nice. We did it. Shinatsu is resting in peace, and now Hideaki can sort of go on with his life without being burdened. Well... That was No One But You. We finished it. I'm proud of us. And with that down, with Shinatsu finally resting as a good person, we must move on to something else. What? I'm not sure. I'll figure it out. But anyway, that was an ending. We got it. Bit sudden. I feel a bit like something is left, like, for me to find. But I don't know. I'm proud of him. I'm proud of Hideaki. I mean, that was really sad. It got really intense, like, towards the end. Just, like, sudden bang. It's like, wow. That's good, yeah. This game really took me off guard. I thought it was just gonna be a dumb love story, but it got real serious. And real. Even though we're in love with a ghost. But, you know. Anyway. That was No One But You. It was quite a journey. And we will see where we can go from here. Thank you very much for watching. It has been a pleasure to play with you guys. And I will see you in whatever story we shall do next. Thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of whatever the hell it is you are No One But You-ing. Bye-bye.